Welcome to the second episode of Mastek CloudCast, where we decode the trends, tools, and transformations shaping the Oracle Cloud ecosystem. I am your host, Vidya Raju, Mastek's Global Center of Excellence. Here's something really exciting. Gartner predicts that by 2026, 40% of enterprises will be using AI agents to automate the business tasks. The opportunity is not just in transformation, it is in connecting these agents to the enterprise systems where they can truly deliver business outcomes. And that is where Oracle's AI Agent Studio changes the game. Built inside Fusion applications, it empowers enterprises to design intelligent, trustworthy agents that don't just answer questions but also takes meaningful actions. At Mastek, we are proud to be early movers in this space, designing agents that simplify finance, enhance supply chain, and personalize HR experiences. And today, we are here to talk about what we have learned so far in the Oracle AI Agent Studio, and I have four guests today. Umang Nahata, CEO of Mastek, Ritu Bhalawat from Supply Chain Center of Excellence, Dhaval Acharya, Senior Director from Technology Space Mastek, and Kaushal Kurupati, he's Head of Agent Platform in Oracle. And now it's my pleasure to welcome Umang Nahata, CEO of Mastek. Umang has been at the forefront of driving Mastek's vision of delivering value-led transformations for our customers across the globe. And before I go on further, congratulations Umang. Under your leadership, Mastek has recently been honored with Voice of the Customer Honor Value Excellence at the Everest Group Elevate Honors 2025, and we have once again been certified as the great place to work across India, US, UK, UAE, and to this added milestone we have another recognition, and for the very first time in the UAE as well. These achievements for me highlight the strength of our culture and the client partnerships, and they're also the perfect stage to talk about our next step, which is AI and the innovation. So Umang, over the next 12 to 18 months, how do you see AI reshaping the enterprise services industry as companies move from pilot to real adoption?
Hi Vidya, thank you for having me here. It's a pleasure to be on the podcast. I think we are into a significant, wave that we are dealing with AI. The wave is also shaping up. I think the wave, in my mind, it's going to build up in two stages. Stage one is where the next, I would say, from now, it's already in from now until the next, say, 12 months, is going to be a lot about productivity savings, especially from a technology standpoint. So if you look at from an IT services market, a lot of productivity savings is what the wave one is going to deliver. These savings would be around all aspects of the work that we do, from implementations to development to testing to managed services and so on and so forth. So using tools and technology to deliver them faster and better is where the current wave is, which is going to run for the next few quarters and will continue after that also, but that's already set in today. This wave also will now, as we move forward, will have human and agents working together. So it started with more generative, will now more become agentic, where you will have a human and an agent working together to deliver the productivity gain. The second part of the wave, which is the one which will phenomenally change not just the IT but every other business that we are into, that's when the customer's business starts to change, is what we call as AI for business. That wave is currently more in the POC stages, where we are trying out small projects here and there with some kind of impact. But as the business gets ready for full-scale enterprise-wide adoption of AI on their businesses, that's where a much more wider impact will be visible. In that wave, you will see all the business processes that people have today. A lot of it will have to be rethought through, imagined and rewritten in the AI world. A lot more human and agent collaboration in terms of various processes, where the basic mundane tasks will go away to the AI agents, whereas the more thoughtful, intelligent tasks to be done by human, or the decision making in terms of human in the loop kind of interaction. That's the wave which is building, and that I would say is more like a 12 to 24 month kind of hype cycle, where enterprise wide adoption of that kind of AI for business wave would really happen. And that wave really is what we all are currently, it's in the POC stages, but that's what we're really looking forward to.
And thanks, Umang, for your insights. Now, what do you think makes AI vision and approach of Mastek distinctive from its competition?
Yeah, no, thanks for asking. That's a phenomenal question, right? In terms of, it's a wave that everybody's adopting, everybody's trying out, and it's an era which is hard to differentiate. I think we will just go back to our fundamentals in terms of the way we look at our business. It's always been a core philosophy of Mastek not to do services just for the sake of it. Everything that we do has to really, at the end of it, deliver an ROI to our customers. Whatever technology that they adopt should create a tangible, measurable return on investment is where the whole value for the customer is. And I think for our AI wave also, that's our key message and mantra. How do we create a tangible, measurable ROI for our customers on all their AI investments is how Mastek is going to differentiate itself. Be it really delivering ROI on the current piece of work that they have given to us in terms of driving efficiencies and productivity on that piece of work, to taking it forward and delivering business cases where the technology or the agents and human working together generate some tangible ROI. In fact, we are also, as we speak, working on frameworks and working with a lot of clients where we are demonstrating how should they pick up the AI use cases where they could really deliver measurable ROI. So I think for Mastek, our key differentiator is going to be delivering an ROI. And we would go to the extent of even putting a percentage of our contract based on the outcome of the ROI that the customer gets. And that's the philosophy that we've always wanted to adopt. And that's how we will do even with the AI wave. So delivering measurable ROI and committing to that ROI is what Mastek is going to differentiate with.
And that's really great, Umang. And now, Lead with AI has been your vision for Mastek, right? And how do you see Oracle's AI Agent Studio playing a role in that vision, particularly in helping enterprises realize faster ROI from their Oracle Cloud investments?
I mean, as an organization, we believe that, it's a change that is phenomenally going to affect IT services and everybody else in terms of all the customers that we deal with. And therefore, leading and embracing the change is going to be really important. And hence the message, lead with AI. As far as the Oracle Agent Studio is concerned, I think it's a really interesting development from an Oracle standpoint. It's a studio that comes embedded within the Oracle Enterprise Applications Framework. So whatever agents or solutions we develop gets fully tightly integrated with all security layers built into the client's environment. It's still an early release, and as a preferred partner with Oracle, we've got the chance to look at the early release of the product. We also were awarded by Oracle as the winners of their hackathons, both on human capital management as well as supply chain management for the AI solutions that we built there. And as a result of that, we are now working on solutions that we will very soon launch on the AI agent marketplace that Oracle is coming up with. These are going to be across all areas and spokes of business that we are going to look at. We're also investing very actively in terms of getting our teams trained and certified on these programs. We have more than 200 plus resources who are already undergoing the certification as we speak. We are also, already, like I said, as a early adopter partner, already building various solutions that will be launched on the marketplace very soon. We are really looking forward to see feedback from our customers in terms of what kind of value it adds to them. But I think this launch of the Agent Studio embedded within the Oracle ecosystem is a phenomenal move and should offer significant, upscaling and differentiation to our customers.
Great. And looking ahead, how do you envision Mastek scaling AI adoption across our solutions to position ourselves as a trusted AI partner for global enterprises?
Yeah, I mean, trust is the key word here, right? The way I look at this. And it's not just at Mastek, I would say in general for all of us to really move to adopting AI, it's going to be about trusting the technology. It's also a lot about change management, which is the mindset where as humans, we are going to be open to working with agents working alongside us. Openness to learning new stuff, openness to the change of process that we are going to go through with agents, really enforcing, velocity on a lot of decision making, trusting the decisions that AI is suggesting and recommending to us. So a lot of this is going to be trust and change, delivered. At Mastek, that's the philosophy that we are taking right now. We are asking all master KAs to go through their learnings, to go through their adoption cycle in terms of using AI in their day-to-day work. We are also creating examples where humans and AI agents are already working together, and this whole process of driving change management is the key. I think our learnings as how we adopt AI internally, especially from a change management point of view, would be key, and those are the messages that we would want to pass back to our customers of how should they adopt AI, especially with the enormous degree of change management that all of us will have to go through as we start working closely with AI.
That's great to hear from you, Umang, and thank you so much for spending time with us to talk about Oracle AI Agent Studio and Mastek's lead with AI Vision. Do you have any closing thoughts?
I mean, the wave is super exciting. It's sometimes people do question whether it is going to deliver the kind of promise it has, but with all the changes that we are seeing around us, not just from an enterprise wide, it's a wave that is going to touch every consumer, every individual at variety of levels. So from our day-to-day business to the way large scale enterprises do their business, everything is going to get impacted. I think we should look forward to this as a wave with a lot of positivity, and like I said, be ready to adoption, be ready to really embrace the change. That's how we can really make the best out of it. Having said that, being true to ethical AI, being trained to human in the loop is going to be equally important. So as you make your decisions, let's make sure that we are looking at ethical use of AI as well as keeping human in the loop as we go forward.
Now that we have heard from Umang Nahata, CEO of Mastek, about Mastek's vision and about Oracle AI Agent Studio, I would now like to deep dive into Agent Studio. I have two experts from Mastek's Center of Excellence team who has been in the pilot team of creating agents. I would now like to call upon Ritu Balawat from Supply Chain COE and Dhaval Acharya, Senior Director from the technology space. So now let's bring in Ritu Balawat, who works closely with clients in supply chain and procurement environment. Ritu, you attended Oracle's training on Agent Studio and you have been experimenting hands-on. Could you share a real example of how an agent transforms decision making in supply chain?
Thanks Vidya for inviting me to this discussion. So the training experience was great. We had experts from Oracle talking about AI Agent Studio. So we had this hands-on lab wherein we tested few cases. There was this hackathon which we ran amongst various partners, and the kind of questions that they were being asked, right, about security, about the performance, about how well the agent is giving the right answers. In all, the experience was the art of possible was revealed there, right, of what all we could do. So I can tell you as a functional consultant, when we used to do implementation projects, we would end up creating a custom report, or we would end up doing a pass extension, right, for a certain functionality which we wanted to give to the customer. However, that might not be the right away first solution. With AI Agent Studio, it feels like those things we can implement right away at your fingertips, right? And those are like small quick wins which can really make the life of an end user really simple. So I'll quote you one example. So we have been trying to make this agent, which we have made actually and also submitted as part of hackathons, that ability to create work definitions, right, quickly in manufacturing from the items that we have in the product management. So ideally, somebody will have to go to the product management work area and create those work definitions, which would require a lot of clicks and transactions, right? And also on the business side, when we are implementing this in some of our customers in Europe and North America, the idea is, the interdepartmental delays takes a lot of time. So this agent, right, when we were able to really make it as part of the hackathon, we realized that, okay, it's so quick, wherein we were able to retrieve that information, using the REST API, and also call and create the work definition in manufacturing using a REST API. And from a functional standpoint, right, it's very simple for me to be able to design that functional flow and put it into, a prompt which AI agent can understand. So while it requires a bit of a prompt engineering skills here, but in all, it's not too technical. I can debug it myself, and I can work closely with the business and the tech team in order to bridge that gap. So I think it's a game changing approach in how we implement the Fusion today. And also we provide solutions to our managed services customers for day to day problems. So I think AI Agent Studio is really going to be that game changing, where a lot of problems will be solved right away at the fingertips. So this is a quick example which I thought I'll share from my recent experience of working on AI Agent Studio. Thanks.
Thank you, Ritu. I think that's a very great example about supply chain. And next up is Dhaval Acharya, our tech lead who has been hands-on with AI Agent Studio builds. Dhaval, for the developers and architects listening, can you unpack the tech side? How easy it is to build, test, and deploy an agent?
So thank you, Vidya, for having me here. Really nice question. So the Oracle AI Agent Studio is a really powerful tool. It's a scalable solution where Oracle provides pre-built contents to use out of the box. You can even reuse these components, the business objects, the tools that Oracle provides as a starting template for building your own custom solutions. So that's how scalable the solution is. Talking about the overall life cycle of a developer, it provides tools to connect to the database. It provides security to ensure that the data access is taken care of, the governance is taken care of. It also provides tools for testing. So while we were developing our timesheet assistant using the Oracle AI Agent Studio and testing the outcomes, we were able to test the business logic, which included overtime and out of schedule policies that we had implemented. It was also able to provide and flag the technical gaps in the flow, and also test the data governance and security. So it was, we did not have to go outside of the AI Agent Studio to test any of these components, and that's how comprehensive the testing part is. So overall, Oracle AI Agent Studio is a secure and a scalable tool to develop your agents for Oracle ERP. As Oracle says, it's built in and not bolted on.
Thank you, Dhaval, and I think that's really encouraging. The AI agents development using Oracle's AI Agent Studio, I think it's really simple in the way you put it. Thank you so much for your insights. And now we have a very special guest, Kaushal Kurupati, Head of Agent Platform from Oracle, who has been closely associated with how Oracle's AI Agent Studio has taken shape today. Kaushal, thank you for joining us, and let's begin with this. Oracle has been innovating with AI across Fusion applications, but Agent Studio seems like a real leap. What excites you most about the launch of Oracle's AI Agent Studio and its role in driving the next wave of innovation?
Thank you, Vidya. Thank you for having me on this podcast with Mastek. We believe in this philosophy of agents are built in and not bolted on. And that has a lot of meanings for us. And the important thing is things like which are very critical for customers and enterprises, like security, trust, role-based access, auditability. All of these are built into the Fusion AI agents, and they are not bolted on as a separate. So that makes Fusion AI agents really useful from day one and very easy to build. The second thing is bridging the gap between pilot to production is a very critical aspect. We've heard in recent reports that agents really fail to convert from pilots to productions. A lot of them fail. A lot of projects fail. So by having trust and accountability and auditability, all of those built in, we are making agents extremely trustworthy and very knowledgeable of the enterprise workflows that they operate in, and which makes them all the more useful. And really transitioning from pilot to production becomes much more easier. Last but not the least, we've seen very complicated business models and pricing models and go-to-market approaches from agents from many vendors out there. What we've gone for is a predictable pricing so that customers can estimate budgets very easily and estimate their costs very easily. They're getting, first of all, a lot of value out of the box. They're getting seeded templates out of the box. They're getting access to LLMs that OCI, our hyperscaler friends in Oracle host. And we're including all of those LLMs as part of the Fusion subscription. So we're giving a tremendous value out of the box, which is very exciting.
And that's wonderful to hear from you, Kaushal. And on that note, how do you see AI Agent Studio evolving over the next year, and what opportunities does it unlock for customers and partners?
Yeah, as I think customers are really going from experimentation to execution in this year and following into next year, which means agents have to work in enterprise contexts with robust sort of governance and abilities to test those agents reliably for repeatability, for accuracy, and so on. And because customers will start to rely on them in enterprise workflows. So we're introducing many features which are capabilities which are really state of the art to tackle these problems. So agents will start solving these complex business problems in enterprise workflows, which means new agentic patterns are required. New agentic architectures need to be supported. And one such one we're introducing is workflow agents, which is for deterministic workflows where a lot of enterprise action takes place. So that's one to watch out for. The second thing is being able to test agents for accuracy, for efficiency, for performance and latency when you're designing it, and also being able to monitor all those metrics in production at scale. So we've built tools that are incredibly robust and allow customers to test and all kinds of agents and prompts as the model landscape evolves as well, so that they can transition as models change very smoothly. Now, the last thing that customers are very interested in and consider very important are getting an ROI out of these agents. Why are you building agents? You're using it to save time, save manual steps, or become more productive and more efficient. So we will be introducing agent ROI calculators, agent ROI dashboards that help customers understand the value that they're getting from their investment in Agent Studio. So all in all, tremendous amount of innovation that will unlock for customers globally what agents can do and how they can be effective and efficient in the enterprise.
Those are really great insights, Kaushal. And once again, thank you so much for joining us today. We really thank Oracle for their efforts in bringing the partner up to speed in AI Agent Studio through their trainings and sessions in various forums. I think the partner ecosystem is very excited to hear more about AI Agent Studio in the upcoming Oracle AI World. And once again, thank you so much. As we wrap up today's session, the message is very clear. AI agents are not just the future, they are here and they are ready to transform and how the enterprises work. To our listeners, let me leave you with this thought. Are your systems still waiting for instructions, or are they beginning to think and act alongside you? With the Oracle AI Agent Studio, the future is not just digital and it's just intelligent. And at Mastek, we are really excited to help you design agents that don't just automate, they elevate. This was this episode 2 of Mastek's CloudCast. Until next time, stay curious, stay AI smart.